Championships last year. There, the lineup. And indeed, from looking at that list, Stefan Botev is not there, so a little bit of disappointment. 11 competitors. And the world record for the clean and jerk, also held by Timur Temesov, stands at 235.5 kilograms. And we already saw yesterday in the 99 kilogram class an attempt at a new world record by Kaki Kakisvilis, who eventually went on to win the title. He was pushing his own record, which stood at 227.5 kilos. He equaled that in his second lift, but then went on to try and do a 230 kilo lift. So now on to the action. Each competitor will have 3 lifts, and the choice of weight is completely up to them. So the German goes first. Dimitri Potter, 27-year-old. He's weighed in at 107.40. So the German gets the competition underway. Dimitri Prochorov, 165 kilos. And that looks good. He made it look very easy. A good start for the German.
The weight on the bar is 165 kilograms.
So he has 2 more lifts, remember. And this, of course, the snatch. Very cleanly done. Good balance throughout the lift. Excellent. So now our second competitor. This is Gennady Carlo, also 27 years of age, and also with 165 kilos on the bar. Look at that. Throws the barbell back down on the floor. 3 white lights, all the judges voting that as a clean lift. You can see twisting a bit through the lift, but he kept control. So here's the pole. Darius Assist. He's got a personal best of 175, but also his first lift here, 165. That bell you heard in the background there was a 30-second bell. The competitors are given a minute in which to make their lift. That looks good. So 3 clean lifts so far at 165 kilos. Darius Assist, the 26-year-old from Poland. And again, making it look very easy. A little bit of a step back. Of course, the mental preparations for these men. So now, Hisaya Hoshimoto, a 22-year-old from Japan. The 30-second bell sounds. Oh! And you got the timing wrong on that one. So a no lift there for Hisaya Hoshimoto at 165. So it sounds as though Hisaya Hoshimoto is going to go for his second attempt. Indeed, I think he is. Now, as there's nobody else attempting this weight, he will have 2 minutes in which to take an attempt. So, not an awful lot of people in this hall. And there the view backstage where the competitors are warming up, and a lot of tension there. Well, there looks to be more officials than there does competitors, but you could cut the atmosphere with a knife backstage. So out he comes. Hisaya Hoshimoto for his second attempt at 165 kilos. Now I'll have to put the thought of that first attempt out of his mind. Just compose himself once more. Looks better. Good man. Well, that should get 3 white lights. Indeed it does. So a clean lift at the second attempt for Hisaya Hoshimoto of Japan. Now I sense that the weight on the bar now will be increased. And the weights will be increased by, in multiple, say, of 2.5 kilos. So Gennady Carlo, the 27-year-old from Belarus, his second attempt, and the weight has gone up to 170 kilos. If you remember, on his first lift, he made it look very easy indeed at 165. And a no lift there for Gennady Carlo. So he'll have to go backstage and just prepare himself for his third and final lift. So I think Darius Assist from Poland is up next. 20-year-old, there he is. His second attempt, the weight on the bar, 170 kilos. That's 5 kilos below his personal best. Now he looked very confident on his first lift. What can he do here? The coach looks on. Looks good, looks good. Excellent lift from Darius Assist, the 26-year-old from Poland. 170 kilograms now. Question is, will he try and better his personal best? 1 lift left for the pole as we focus once again on Hisaya Hoshimoto. Third attempt. And the weight on the bar, 170 kilos. Remember, he failed on his first attempt at 165, got it on the second attempt, and that's good. Excellent lift from Hisaya Hoshimoto. His third and final lift, 170 kilos. 3 white lights, all the judges giving him the okay on that one. Brilliant. Tremendous determination.
By Rothwell of Germany.
5号白俄罗斯迪卡罗，第34号德国罗乔洛准备。
So now the third attempt for Gennady Carlo, and that's good.
Lower bar, 172.5 kilograms.
Clean lift there for Gennady Carlo at 170 kilos.
This for the second attempt.
Remember, he failed on his second attempt at that weight.
To be followed by Rothwell of Georgia.
So now the German for his second attempt. 172.5. A good lift at 165 kilos. Dimitri Potter, now 27 years of age. Weighed in at 107.4. Now concentrate. That's good. Well, he hesitated a little bit there, but no problems. 172.5 for Dimitri Potter for Germany. And there you can see, just rocked back onto his heels a little bit, regained his balance, and completed the lift well.
This for the first attempt of Georgia.
You can hear the coaches on the sideline giving him words of encouragement. Once again, the weight on the bar moves up, and there the scoreboard, and it's very tactical. The starting weight for these competitors is very, very tactical indeed. And there's a lot of psyching out going on backstage. So the time ticking away now for the first attempt for the man from Georgia. This is Mukuran Gogia. Just taking his time. Looks good. Just walking forwards, but good control throughout the lift. One judge giving a no lift there, but it's the majority that counts. So 175 kilograms for Mukuran Gogio. So it's Marin Shikov who will be going next. His opening lift here at 175 kilos. Shikov, one of the youngest competitors in the competition at 19 years of age, weighed in at 107.5 kilos. Well, he made that look very easy indeed. Superb lift from Marin Shikov from Bulgaria. He looks supremely confident. Now the concentration on his face really showing the determination there. So now the first attempt for Ara Vardanian from Armenia, just 21 years of age. The weight on the bar, 175, the same as Marin Shikov. Let's see if he can make it look as easy as Shikov did. 30-second bell sounds. And no. A no lift for Ara Vardanian.
The weight of the bar is 175 kilograms.
So he'll have to go backstage now and recompose himself. So it sounds as though Ara Vardanin will be now going for his second attempt. So once again, there'll be 2 minutes in which he's got to make that lift. It would appear that there's nobody else going at that weight. There, the German Dimitri Potter, already successful at 172.5, just composing himself. And then the mental preparation, so important, really thinking his way through the lift. And the eyes of the world's media on this man now. And he must feel he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. 175 kilos. This is second attempt. Remember, the lifters have 3 goes. Now, settles down once more. A little prayer from the coach on the sideline. Here he goes. Looks better. That's great. All that mental preparation worthwhile. 175 kilos for Ara Vardanin of Armenia. Excellent lift, and he really did sort his brain out backstage during that 2 minutes. You can see there he just twisted at the top of the lift, but regained composure, got his balance, and all 3 judges giving him the thumbs up on that one. So now we move on to Darius Assist from Poland, his 3rd attempt. He's lifted so far 165 on his opening lift, 170 on his second lift, and now going for 175, which will match his personal best. So a big lift for this man. And no, not today. And the frustration showing. So Darius Assist goes out at 175 kilograms. I'll see him later on in the clean and jerk. And you can see that right arm just buckling under the pressure. A brave effort, but not today. So they're the 3rd attempt now for Dimitri Potter from Germany, 27-year-old, 175 kilos. No, dear me. Well, he seemed very sharp at the start of the lift, but just couldn't get under the bar. So out he goes at 175. And you can sense the desperation on the face of these guys when it doesn't work. So now the 1st attempt at 177.5 for Sergei Siziev. His personal best, 185.5, looks good. A roar from the coach line. He made it look very easy. 3 red lights. A no lift there. Well, let's look at it again. You can see his arm buckling there. Now it's important that the arms lock. There mustn't be a bend in the arm first. They've got to lock and hold position. And all 3 judges giving Sergei Siziev a no lift. So now Sergei Flacco His personal best is 190. 23-year-old from Russia. Very, very strong. 3 white lights. 77.5.
This was the second attempt of CBF of Russia.
So now Sergei Siziev will be back next for his second attempt at 177.5. Here he is. He'd been disappointed with that first round lift. Now, looks very positive. I'll need to get this one done. No. So another no lift for Sergei Siziev, and he's got a lot of thinking to do backstage. The coaches now will really have to work hard with him. Just didn't really seem to believe in that one. Now Vladimir. This is his third attempt. 177.5. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, dear me. Just toppled forward, so no lift there on his third and final lift at 177.5. And 70 kilos more than his own body weight. You can see him toppling forwards there. Just couldn't get the balance right. And a no lift for him. Now, what sort of job have the coaches done on this man? His third attempt now. Sergei Siziev. The weight on the bar still 177.5. Yep, looks good. A much better lift. Still very disappointed indeed, because I'm sure he feels he's capable of more than that. A good lift, and he got his brain back together well after the disappointment of 2 no lifts. So now Makaran Gogia of Georgia, and the weight on the bar now 180 kilos. Still 2 men haven't lifted yet. Really taking his time. And that looks good. Excellent lift from Gogia. 180 kilos. So his first round lift, 175. Excellent stuff. So now it'll be Shikov of Bulgaria, his second lift. And the weight on the bar, 180 kilos. His coach peering around the corner. And there, that looks good. Well, he made it look very easy. Good timing on the snatch there from Marin Shikov. So 2 clean lifts from him.
This was the first attempt of 2 on China. To be followed by Flacco of
You
Russia.
can see so focused throughout the lift. So a big cheer goes up now for this man. The first time we've seen him in this competition. Wenhao Chui, who his first round lift 182.5. Now he has a personal best of 190 kilos, as does Igor Razanezov from the Ukraine, who hasn't lifted yet. So there'll be a big cheer go up if he makes this one. Looks good. 3 white lights for Wenhao Chui, and a good opening lift from him. Excellent technique. He weighed in at 103.3. So now on to the second attempt from Sergei Flacco, a 23-year-old from Russia. Weight on the bar 182.5, same as Chui just lifted. And Flacco's first round lift was 177.5. Looks good. Judges making him hold the lift for a while. One judge gives him the thumbs down, but 2 give him the thumbs up. So it's a good lift at 182.5 for Sergei Flacco. And you could see that right arm just beginning to buckle slightly. But he fought hard. So Gogia now with his third attempt. 182.5. His 2 previous lifts have been 175, and he went up to 180. So 182.5 for the 24-year-old from Georgia. Just taking his time. That looked good. And 3 white lights there. That is final lift. Makran Gogia from Georgia. He goes out at 182.5. Good technique and a good lift. He'll be pleased with that. So now the first lift for this man, Igor Razanezov. Has a personal best of 190, now lifting 185 kilos. Weighed in at 106.25. So it's been a long wait for this man before he gets his first round lift. Looks good. Tremendous stuff from the Ukrainian. 185 kilos his first round. So Igor Razanezov really throwing down the gauntlet to the other competitors. And it'll be an interesting confrontation between this man and Wenhao Chui from China, whose opening round lift was 182.5. Remember, Chui and Razanezov have the same personal best. So now Shikov for Bulgaria. Started off at 175, second lift weighting now at 185. Oh, but it looked for a moment he was going to do it. But couldn't regain his balance, so he goes out with a no lift at 185. So now Sergei Flacco will be the next man up, and his third attempt, and the weight on the bar still 185. To this 5 kilos below his personal best. His second round lift was 182.5. What can he do here? And a no lift there for Sergei Flacco from Russia. So the weight on the bar now being changed. It'll go up to 1875, and they're the man that will be out next. Really psyching himself up for this battle between himself and Igor Razarenov of the Ukraine. Anxious to get out there. A lot of support for this man. So the weight on the bar, in fact, is 190. This will match his personal best. Roars of encouragement for Wenhao Cui from China, the 21-year-old. Totally focused and ready for the challenge. And that's good. Excellent lift. Tremendous cheer. 3 white lights for Wenhao Cui from China. Absolutely superb. Equals his personal best. And now he puts the pressure on Igor Razarenov from the Ukraine. Look at the commitment. Brilliant. Home crowd. That's what they've come to see. Outstanding lift from the 21-year-old from China. Now, the pressure on. Igor Razarenov, the 25-year-old from the Ukraine, weighed in at 106.25. Kiwi weighs 103.30. So if they lift the same weight on their third lift, it goes down to body weight, and Kiwi would be out in front. So an anxious few moments now. Second attempt for Razarenov. 190 on the bar. Looks good. Tremendous stuff. Three white lights for Igor. Now a battle of wits. Both the Ukrainian and Kiwi from China have equaled their personal best. And you can see that left arm of Igor just quivering there at the top of the lift. So, third attempt for Kiwi. This will be a personal best if he does it. And he really does look motivated for this event. Really psyched up. Just takes his time. Dresses the bar. It's great. It's there. And he throws the bar back down on the floor. He really has risen to the occasion here. Wenhao Cui from China, 192.5. Now the pressure on Igor Razarenov. Look at that total commitment all the way through the lift. Well, he really has given this crowd something to shout about. He knows he's done it. Looks good. He looks down at the judges. Well, the place has really come alive now. So there the scoreboard. Frantic calculations going on backstage as the Ukrainian comes out. So now the third attempt for Igor Razarenov from the Ukraine. And the weight on the bar, 195. He knows he's got to push it because he's the heavier of the two. This will be a new personal best for Igor if he makes it. Here we go. Oh, dear me. Well, he gave it his best shot and a big roar goes up because Wenhao Cui from China wins the snatch. And their confirmation, a no lift for Razarenov. And he'll be disappointed. Had to push himself right to the limit there. So 192.5, the lift of the day. Igor Razarenov with a lift of 190, which equaled his personal best. He goes second. It looks to me as though Mukran Gogio from Georgia is third. But we wait confirmation of that. Two men lifted 182.5. But there the scoreboard. The Chinese isn't too good. So there the winning lift. And what an achievement for this man. He knew he'd done it. Tremendous technique. So that the end.